Okay, y'all. Today we are going to do a new recipe called chicken mozzarella pasta. I don't know if you've ever cooked with sun-dried tomatoes before. Every time I have, I just did not like the taste. So this is going to be another recipe that I try to see if maybe, you know, this will be a winner. They come in an oil, and you'll have to drain off and reserve about 2 tablespoons. If you see that it looks like my measurements are a little bit more than that, I'm doubling my recipe. You'll use about 4-ounce jar for this. This was an 8-ounce jar because, like I said, I'm doubling it. I reserved 2 tablespoons of oil, or 4 tablespoons in my case, and I chopped up some garlic. You're supposed to saute both of those in the reserved oil for about a minute, and then use a slotted spoon to pull the tomatoes and the garlic back out. So what's left of the oil, you add just a little bit of garlic. Whatever's left of the oil is left in the pan from the tomatoes, you need to add a little bit of olive oil to that, and go ahead and cook your chicken. I went ahead and cut mine into bite-sized pieces. You don't have to do that until after it's cooked. It's up to you. You need to salt and pepper the chicken, a little salt, and I'm going to put this paprika on it. So the recipe says just to cook this just about a minute on each side of the chicken. So like I said, I went ahead and chopped mine up. So I'm going to cook it just a little bit longer, then I'll remove it. Basically why that is because they want the sauce and everything to kind of get into the chicken. So we're going to kind of braise it a little bit, and then we're going to take it out. We're going to put it back with the cream and everything that goes with it. I've already got my pasta boiled. It's sitting off to the side. I needed to reserve some of the pasta water. You'll read the measurements down below into the recipe. If you're just making the recipe just the way it is, it'll be 1 cup. If you double, it'll be 2. So I've already reserved 2 cups of pasta water. I've already put everything back in the pan as far as the chicken goes, and I've got a bigger skillet too. Okay, there's the tomatoes and the garlic. Put them back in the pan, and I need to add the half and half. Now, I didn't have half and half, so I just did heavy cream and a little bit of water, and so I may end up having to add a little bit more water before it's over with. It may be a little bit too thick, but we'll see when we get there. Right now, I'm trying to get my fire back up. Recipe says go ahead and add the cheese with the chicken in there. Hopefully it's going to turn out good. I don't know. We'll see. So it needs to be brought to a steady boil, and then we'll have to reduce the heat. And that was mozzarella that I added. And then after we get this here, it's gonna get bubbly and cheesy and everything. You're gonna add a little bit of the pasta water in because you're trying to reduce the cheese sauce. And you're gonna also put the pasta in here too. Okay, y'all. So I've added back the pasta into the sauce. To me, it didn't really thicken. You know, it was the first time I'd ever made this. So yeah, the cheese melted, but I don't see where it made a sauce. Just made this real thin, creamy sauce kind of thing. It didn't really thicken. I'm gonna pour a little bit of the pasta water in here like it suggests, but to me it just seems like it's already too thin. So I'm not really sure what they were going for here. I'm not real sure. I'm sure that my family will eat it, and I'm sure that a lot of this sauce will get absorbed into the noodles. for the pasta, so I don't have to really worry about that. So I'm going to me, if I was asked, the sauce should have been made without the chicken and everything in it first, and then add that back. And that is not how the recipe was. So, but now, like, the cheese is sticking to the meat, and it's just, it's going to be okay. You need to add a little bit of basil to the tomatoes. Had a little bit of Italian herbs in them. And I'll go ahead and add red pepper flakes. And then we're going to add some crumbled bacon. Now, if you've been on my channel long enough, you know I use the real bacon pieces a lot of times because it's the same thing. And I don't have to cook it. So it kind of saves me a step. I don't think it's supposed to be like this. Alright, y'all. I'll see y'all next time.